We have a mystery on our hands this week. The scholars in this room are the crew of the mighty ship, the Envisioneer. While in search of an ancient treasure, we crashed on an island, and a key part of our navigation map went missing. Of the entire crew, we considered 4 suspects. Today, you will hear the evidence collected against Dr. Smart and Shipwright Neff.
Hi, we are the Medical Examiners A. We helped Dr. Smart in many different ways. We are going to talk about splints, collapsed lungs, and fractures.
We learned about many different fractures and how to treat them. One of them is a closed fracture. A closed fracture is any fracture that does not have broken skin overlaying the break. Another one is a simple fracture. A simple fracture is a simple break through the bone.
A sugar tongue, elbow, and forearm splint can be considered for any injury or bony pain from the elbow down to and including the wrist. We also learned about SAM splints.
We learned about the lungs. Pneumothorax occurs when air escapes from the lungs. The air then fills the space between the lung and chest cavity. This build-up, the air puts pressure on the lungs so it cannot expand.
The pneumothorax treatment options are the needle or chest tube insertion, the observation, and the surgery. The needle or chest tube insertion is used for larger portion when a larger portion is collapsed. The observation is used when a smaller portion is collapsed, and the surgery is used when the needle or chest tube insertion doesn't help. We use the observation for our patient.
We are the engineering design specialists. We help save people on the island with MBOTs.
To build the MBOTs, we use the engineering design thinking process: empathize, define, ideate, prototype, and test.
We use the apps Unblock, Blockly, and MakeBlock to program our robots. On the island, there was a storm that flooded the island. We made bridges out of straws for our MBOTs to cross.
We are Medical Examiners B. We helped Dr. Smart because he noticed that the deckhand was having symptoms of a heart attack. A heart attack is whenever your heart stops beating properly because it's not getting enough blood. The symptoms of a heart attack are nausea and shortness of breathing. To help prevent future heart attacks, your doctor may prescribe medicine, a healthy diet, and maintaining a healthy weight.
Young got bitten by a Malayan pit viper. There were 2 types of venom in the area: hemotoxic, which affects the blood, and neurotoxic, which affects the nerves.
If you get bit by a snake, remember, be calm, don't run, and call 911.
We are blood spatter analysts, and Dr. Smart needs our help analyzing blood at the crime scene.
We recreated the crime scene and measured blood drops from different heights, 12, 30, and 66 inches.
When we finished starting tests, we concluded that the blood drops came from a height of 30 inches from Shipwright Robert Neff.
We are forensic scientists. We were tasked with determining the mystery powder and analyzing the fingerprints found at the crime scene.
To determine what the mystery powder was, we had to test 4 other powders found at the crime scene. We had to test cornstarch, powdered sugar, cream of tartar, and baking soda, and their reactions with vinegar and iodine. We also did the pH. The mystery powder was cornstarch.
Overturned car found at the crime scene, and we had to use cocoa powder and tape to lift up the prints and to analyze them. The prints belong to Dr. Smart.
Based on all the evidence our STEM group has submitted, we believe that Dr. Smart and Shipwright
Neff are guilty of stealing the ancient